Right, so I'm asking Thomas what he wants me to concentrate on in New Zealand, because this is obviously quite urgent, or else he wouldn't be asking me to do it now. Right, I know that, you know, she's trying to bring in the, I think it's digital ID. We're getting the same. She was away seeing, you know, Billy Bitch Boy. So we've got the same. I'm asking Thomas, is this the next expose of the deep state, you know? So let's have a wee look and see what's in store for New Zealand. Okay. Quickfire was supposed to be yesterday, folks, okay. But I had to postpone it because I got my hair done. So I'll try and get it up on Friday, okay. Oh wow, oh my goodness, these have went out. This is a different layout than I usually do. I'm going to leave them this way. Okay, so, right, it's talk. It's talk. It's fear, talk up, fear, okay. There is an urgency. There is a bit of an urgency, okay, with New Zealand just now. Okay, I definitely need to do Australia, because Australia and New Zealand, okay, so a bit of urgency, not with all of Australia, but certain parts of Australia, okay, but I'm concentrating in New Zealand. Do you know, it's as if you have been cut off from the world. Are you hearing everything that's going on in the rest of the world? Because I feel as if there's been an extended media are not getting in. You know, you're only getting to hear what they want you to hear. That's what I'm, you know, with the world, they're holding the world in the palm of their hand, and you're not getting to hear what's really going on. I feel as if this is her last hurrah. I feel as if it's her last hurrah. They're trying to ramp up the fear, ramp up the cost of living, everything's getting ramped up because they're going to try and bring this in. No, it is not going to wash. She's in her last legs. Her last legs. Is it next? I know it's next year, but I thought it was like at the beginning of next year, your elections, but I'm now being told it's at the end of next year. I don't see her. I feel as if she might limp on into the new year, but she's over. Her reign is over. Her reign of terror's coming to an end. Definitely, it's coming to an end, okay? I'll keep them up a wee bit so you can see them, because I think it's, Thomas says it, you know, it's like it's not a marathon. The reading's not a marathon, he just knows my sense of humour. Right, this is all to stress you out, your box, as I say. It's fear, 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 ramp up the fear, ramp up the fear, which isn't great. So, okay. Right, New Zealand is on a quest. Do you know what I'm seeing? I'm seeing the information's coming, right? There's drops. I think I said that the last time. There's drops, info drops of information being dropped, okay? I've said that before. New Zealand was always destined for something. You know, because people over here, that's why I'm wondering if the information's not getting to you here, because information about New Zealand is starting to drop over here, as in just how draconian it is. It's starting, the information's starting to get out over here. Okay, so if there's relatives over here and you're not getting the information, then if you're not getting it through me, you'll get it through your relatives who are awake. I'll get in touch saying, are you okay? Okay. They're trying to perfect something. This is the good hat, the white hats. There's something in New Zealand they're trying to perfect. They're trying to get right. Yep. The emergencies, I mean, as I said, when I came in it was in super duper emergency. It was like, you know, almost shock value, you know. That's coming out. There's new growth, there's new... I feel as if there's going to be a new method of making food, as in sustainable food. And I feel as if it's going to start in New Zealand. New Zealand farmers. Are the New Zealand farmers standing up? Because if they're not, they will be. Because they've had enough. I mean, I know I need to do a reading in Ireland as well, because Ireland's had enough. They're all standing up. I feel as if there's economic growth as well. I mean, I know it's that low that you'll not be able to see it, but it is coming to New Zealand. She's still trying to be creative, okay, Mrs. Teeth. She's still trying to create new ways of fear mongering. As I said, she's on her last legs. Definitely something about isolation. I feel as if being pictured with Billy Bitch Boy, being pictured with the WEF, being pictured, this is all a psyop, as in, for the good guys, look what she wants, look what she done, look what she tried to do, look what she wants to do. It's look, see. That's what it is. Look and see. Take the blinkers off. Oh, Thomas doesn't get animated, but he's getting animated now. Take the blinkers off. He's not talking to people who watch us. He's talking to people who might come across us, who are still got the blinkers on, going like this, instead of, you know, looking, and you have to look at this and see the bigger picture, see what's actually happening. You hold the key in your recovery. You hold it. As I said, I think I said it in the live on Friday, we're all white hats. We're all white hats. All those that are awake are white hats. But there's certain ones that flip-flop. Depends on how much money they make. You know, have been corrupted by money. I know there's money we need to live on to keep doing this, but this is just greed. This is greed. I feel as if you're tearing your hair out as well, as collectively. I mean, as I said in my wee short yesterday, I even say, oh, you know, when will this end? Well, when we end it. Right now we're allowing them to do what they're doing. And it's not easy standing up, especially when you've got a tyrannical government who's got tyrannical police. Even the police are getting exposed. That's why I need to do one in Australia. Police are getting exposed. Okay. Right, that obviously wants out, so I'll take that in a minute. Okay. There's two for that one enough. Two. Right, okay. It's a big push by the white hats to expose these people. To expose them. It's to restore the land. It's to restore the land, to restore everything and give it back to the people. Give it back to the people. And the animals. I'm going to do one about the animals as well, but I need to wait. Because there's something going on with animals and just now. To restore the animals. I feel in New Zealand, is there a kiwi bird? Is there a wee kiwi bird? Because it's a tiny wee thing, but it's a wee bird. I'll call it a kiwi bird because I think it's native to New Zealand. It's tiny, its wee wings is flapping, it's gone 10 to the dozen. But it's trying to tell. I feel as if this is a wee spirit as well, as in it's always been there. I feel as if, you know, the indigenous people believe in this. It's something they believe in, and it's, my goodness, it's talking to me. His wee wings are going 10 to the dozen. The animals know. The animals know. Watch the animals. Right, okay. I'll maybe try and get this wee kiwi. I don't know if it's actually the wee bird's called the kiwi, or it's because it's native. It's a wee tiny bird. It's beautiful. Do you know what it's like? It's like a wee tiny bird with a great big heart. And I feel as if New Zealand is a country with a great big heart. I always had a great big heart, and they tried to take the heart out of New Zealand. But the heart's, this is what I'm saying, that the heart's been put back into New Zealand. It was like, see when you get the paddles, you know, as in to jumpstart the heart. That's what happened to New Zealand. They jump-started the heart. They jump-started the heart. I get in. As soon as the heart went, I went in to New Zealand. Wow. This wee birds. I used to be frightened of birds. Now I'm not. I'm not frightened of them at all. But when I was young, because I got chased by a peacock, and it wanted my apple. It got the apple because I was about 6 and I think I hit it in the end with the apple. So I was always frightened of birds, but I'm not now. But this wee bird, it's whispering in my ear. It's tweet, 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 tweet. Just definitely try to say. Peace will be restored to New Zealand. Peace. Peace is coming. Peace is coming. Is there I know that the Christmas is coming, but is there a big celebration coming for New Zealand? I feel as if this is a big celebration. I feel as if people will be out celebrating. I feel as if it'll be her downfall. People will be celebrating. They're just putting the last chess pieces before it's almost checkmate. It's almost checkmate. Okay. Yeah, definitely. It was as if New Zealand was out in the cold. And then it was like emergency, emergency, emergency. Do you know what it was like? It was like, this is what I'm getting from New Zealand, right? Before that, you know, like I say, I was concentrating in New Zealand, right? But it was like the land, New Zealand, you know, like say, because New Zealand's like Scotland, it's beautiful, right? But it was the land put out it was like Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. That was what it was. Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. Send help now. Send help now. But this was done collectively. Like this, the whole spirit in New Zealand was done collectively, because there was people coming into New Zealand with ill intent. And it was a Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. And it was a go, go, go. Because they were concentrating in America at that particular time and not concentrating on what was going on in both Australia and New Zealand. Wow. This wee bird is It's now sitting, it's now sitting on my shoulder. Some other Snookie's going in and you can see it. Sitting on my shoulder. If a wee bird came this close to me, I wouldn't shoot it, but I would be a bit kind of weary. But this bird is now, it's a tiny wee thing that's sitting on my shoulder. It's sitting here, in this shoulder. Right, it's coming out of the woods. Coming out of the woods. You can now see the, you know, like that expression, I can't see the wood for the trees. Well, you can now. It's all going to be laid bare. It's all been laid bare. Yep, people are starting to wake up. They're actually starting to ask questions now, and they will be coming to ask questions of what was going on, and they want it. Oh, excuse me. Hello, are you coming in to say hello to all your soul friends in New Zealand? Oh my goodness, what's the matter with you? Are you coming up to see? Are you just going to be crying your eyes out, Snookie? Are you coming up? Well, come on up then. Oh, you might see her. You can hear her lately. You haven't seen her for a wee while. Well, come on up then. Oh, you're interrupting. For goodness sake, there we go. Right, are you coming over here? Where are you going? Oh, she might be coming in front of the camera. You're going to knock things down, darling. Right, come on here then. Where are you going now? Oh, right, anyway. You're a beautiful distraction, but you're a distraction. Right, come on over here then. Oh. Where is it? Right, while she's here, this is the monster, okay? This is the tail that you usually see. She's walking all over your cards. Are you saying hello to your soul friends in New Zealand? Is that what you're doing? I can't see. There we go, you're a good girl. Well, that was the monster. She must have come up to see where this wee bird was. 2 minutes, darling. Right, new path. A new path coming from New Zealand. I feel as if this will be... Remember I said, when was it? That I've seen things opening, remember? I feel as if there's going to be another big shift for everything to open. I feel as if mandates that are still here are going to be going. I don't see this universal basic income or whatever the hell was it, digital ID. I don't see it. I think they'll try, but it won't happen. It won't take off. Definitely there's some great big information going to drop. So from now into the new year, there's a big shift coming from you, and it's a good shift. It's like a, you know, the light, as I said, the light's shining bright in New Zealand just now, but it's going to get even brighter. I mean, I know that you're coming into summer, or you're in summer, but this is going to be, it's just going to be drop after drop after drop. And the expose of these absolute cretins is going to come thick and fast. Thick and fast. Right, I'll leave that because that was the one that wanted out. 2 minutes, darling. Yeah, I know. Right, so overall, 2 minutes, darling. Meditate and contemplate, right? Meditate and contemplate. Remember I said, if we all kind of meditated together, on you go then. Bye bye, darling. If we all meditated together, pick a time and just bring light to New Zealand, to Australia, well, I think it's Melbourne, but I think there's another part of Australia as well that's needing help. And to the world, to say enough's enough, enough's enough, we've had enough, time for these to go. I feel as if, look out for something happening in March next year. Okay, now I know that's what, 4 months away? March next year. As I thought she was going to resign, but they must be keeping her for something. I feel as if it's to, if she had went away, she would have been out in the public eye, but the drops that are going to come just now about her, that's what's happening. Okay, so this went well out. Yes, this is for the my soul family overall. What do you need to release? Don't keep a hold of negative energy. When somebody sends me negative energy, I used to send it back and I thought no, because they'll send it to somebody else. So I wrap it up and I give it to my Heavenly Father, and He can dispose of the negative energy how He sees fit. So that was overall for New Zealand. Yes, there is still a bit kind of worry there, but it's an exposing. You know, it's an exposing. And thanks for watching. And well, you seen Snookie? That's funny how that wee bird was sitting there and Snookie came up. That was funny. She came up. Anyway, I'll go. Thanks for watching. The live's cut. Obviously, I've put the live up, the link for the live on Friday, so you know it's there and you'll know what time it is. Let me know, because our clocks went back an hour. Okay. So I think yours went forward an hour maybe. But let me know and make sure that I don't want you getting up at 6 o'clock or something, you know. If 10 o'clock my time's okay for you, because I don't want you getting up too early, okay? But I'll go just now and speak soon. Alright, bye for now.